Good morning and happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. So I was thinking about a story that I heard a preacher tell, and if you know the story, you know it. If you don't know it, okay. But the preacher's not important. It's the story. So the preacher said that he was at church and had this new suit that he liked, and he always wanted the suit. And one of the deacons said, "Oh, Pastor, I really like that suit." He said, "Thank you." And he heard the Lord tell him to give that man that suit. And so he said, okay. And so he goes home, and something happens where a couple of days later, the guy comes over to his house. And so while he's there, he hears the Lord again tell him to give him that suit. The man goes upstairs and grabs a whole different suit and gives it to him instead. The man was very grateful. He ended up going upstairs 3 or 4 times to give him a different suit before the conviction sat in, and he finally gave the man what God told him to give him, that particular suit. So the man left the house that day with 5 suits. And the preacher said to God, "See, God, I done gave him 5 suits." And God said to him, "Well, I only told you to give him 1. What am I saying? Sometimes we pick and choose what we want to be obedient with when it comes to God. We'll go all the way in on one thing, on one side, trying to replace that with doing what he told you to do over here. So I don't want to do that, God. So since I don't want to do that, I'm going to do this thing I've been doing. I'm just going to do it better. I'm going to do it harder. I'm going to make sure that everything is coming together. I'm going to put my all into this." And then you wonder why you still don't have no peace. You wonder why you still don't feel fulfilled. You wonder why things still ain't coming together the way that you thought they would come together. Because in essence, you're still in disobedience. It don't matter that you do the left thing and don't do the right thing. Because if the right thing isn't done, but you do the left thing, it's as if you didn't do anything, because you're still in disobedience. And you can't pick and choose which is most important to you. If God is telling you to do it, it's all important to him. It's a blessing in it for you in all of it. You may not be able to see it in what you're looking at right now, but there's a blessing in it. You may not see how befriending that person is going to bless you. You may not see how taking that job is going to bless you. You may not see how moving that in that neighborhood is going to bless you. You may not see how leaving a job or leaving a neighborhood or letting go of a friend is going to be a blessing to you. You may not see that right away. But trust God in his plan, because everything he plans for you is good. Get your peace back, because many of you go every day and you feel like because you did the part of God, doing for God that you like to do, that you feel fulfilled, and then you go and you get quiet somewhere, you sit down somewhere, you lay down in your bed and you can't find no peace, and you don't understand why you don't have peace. And the truth is, because you ain't doing everything he told you to do, you still in disobedience. And many times it's some of the smallest things. You say, "God, I don't got time for that thing." And God said, "I wouldn't have told you to do it if you didn't have time for it." You say, "God, I don't have room for that thing." And God says, "I wouldn't have told you to do it if you didn't have room for it." Because everything he tells you to do, he equips you for it. He will enlarge you and qualify you for what he is telling you to do. He's not going to send you out there to do something that you are going to fail at. If he told you to do it, he's already made the way. And favor has gone before you already to make sure that the way is made. Is it going to be some work in it anyway? Absolutely. But the obedience of it will bring you peace. It'll allow you to sleep more restfully at night. I couldn't sleep at night, and I was wondering why. This is why. Because you're being disobedient. I don't care if you're obedient in 32 things. That one thing that you are not obedient in still has you walking in disobedience. So let the hump be this Wednesday. You getting over yourself and the disobedience and the I don't want to's of this one thing or 2 things that God has told you to do that you have refused to do. Let's walk in good favor with God in every way and every step as we can. Happy Wednesday.